You might not notice it at first. Maybe you finish your usual morning walk just a little more winded than before. Or it takes a few seconds longer to get up from your favorite chair. At first, it's subtle. You chalk it up to a bad night's sleep, or maybe the weather. But slowly, quietly, something deeper is happening. One day, your arms feel softer, your grip weaker. A few weeks later, your legs begin to feel shaky when climbing stairs. You take longer to carry groceries from the car. And suddenly, things that once felt effortless, reaching for something on a shelf, picking up a grandchild, standing up without thinking, become small challenges. This isn't just aging. This is something far more specific and far more dangerous. It's called sarcopenia, a slow, invisible loss of muscle mass that starts in your 30s but accelerates with age, and often it's not even detected until you've already lost a significant amount of strength. According to Harvard Medical School, adults lose 3 to 8% of their muscle mass each decade after age 30. But after 60, that rate can double, and it doesn't just affect your ability to lift or walk. It impacts your balance, your bones, your independence. Because without muscle, the body struggles, you move less, which weakens you further. You tire more easily, which makes you avoid activity. And slowly, that downward spiral sets in. Until one day the stairs at home feel like a mountain. The bed feels too low. And the fear of falling overshadows everything else. But there is good news. Sarcopenia is not inevitable. It is not irreversible. And it doesn't require fancy equipment, expensive supplements, or intense workouts to fight back. What it does require is nourishment, the right kind, the kind your body desperately needs now more than ever. Now, before we reveal what this food is, yes, it's probably sitting in your kitchen already. Take a moment. If this message resonates with you or reminds you of someone you care about, consider subscribing to Senior Fit. Every week, we share gentle, practical ways to help you stay strong, independent, and confident as you age. Because aging is natural, but losing yourself in the process, that's not. Let's talk about the most important weapon in the fight against muscle loss and why after 60 it becomes absolutely critical. Every time you stand, walk, lift a bag of groceries, or even just shift your posture, your muscles are working for you. They support your bones, stabilize your joints, and give you the strength to move through life. But here's what most people don't realize. After 60, your muscles don't recover and rebuild the way they used to. It's not that they've stopped working. It's that the system that feeds and repairs them, the process of muscle protein synthesis, becomes less efficient. Your body needs more of the very thing it now struggles to use. That thing is protein. You see, protein isn't just about building muscle in young athletes or bodybuilders. It's the fundamental material your body uses to repair tissues, maintain strength, and protect against injury. Without enough of it, even the best exercises can backfire because you're breaking down muscle faster than you're rebuilding it. That's right. Without protein, exercise can actually do more harm than good. You're doing the hard work, but your muscles don't have the raw materials they need to grow stronger. It's like trying to build a house without bricks. And as we age, this gap widens. A younger person might need less protein to recover, but after 60, your body's ability to process and use protein drops. That means you actually need more protein, not less, to maintain the same level of strength. Research from the Journal of the American Geriatric Society has shown that older adults who consume higher quality protein, especially from complete sources, have significantly better muscle mass strength and mobility. And that improvement isn't measured in theory. It's seen in real, everyday results. Like getting up without bracing your hands, walking without needing a wall to steady yourself, sleeping without waking to leg cramps. So the next question is, what's the best, most practical, and most effective protein for older adults? It's not a powder. It's not a pill. It's not something expensive or exotic. In fact, it's probably in your refrigerator right now. Cottage cheese. Yes. Cottage cheese simple. Soft, creamy, and unassuming packs. More muscle building potential than most people give it credit for. Just half a cup of low-fat cottage cheese contains around 14 grams of high-quality protein. And here's the key. It includes all 9 essential amino acids your body needs for muscle repair and growth. But there's one amino acid in particular that makes cottage cheese a powerhouse for seniors. It's called leucine. Leucine is the spark that tells your muscles to grow. It activates the process of rebuilding and repairing. And cottage cheese. It's one of the richest natural sources of leucine available. There's another benefit. Cottage cheese is high in casein, a slow-digesting protein. That means it doesn't just hit your system fast and fade. It releases amino acids slowly, over time, feeding your muscles for hours. This is especially important at night, when your body does the bulk of its repair work. Eating cottage cheese before bed provides a steady, gentle stream of nourishment, helping your muscles rebuild while you sleep. Think of it as quiet fuel. No effort, no noise, just results. Most people overlook it. They think they need something fancier. But simplicity, when grounded in science, can be powerful. And in this case, it is. If you've been feeling weaker lately, or avoiding certain activities because your muscles just don't feel the same, this small addition to your routine could be a turning point. It won't transform you overnight, but day by day, bite by bite, it gives your muscles the support they've been asking for. Now that you understand how protein, especially from cottage cheese, can help you rebuild strength, let's talk about the other piece of the puzzle, movement. Because even the best fuel needs the right spark. Coming up, how simple at-home exercises can reactivate your muscles, improve your balance, and help you move through life with more energy, not less. Fuel is essential, but a fuel alone won't get you far unless the engine turns on. And when it comes to muscle, the engine is movement. As we age, it's natural to slow down. But here's the quiet truth. Inactivity is one of the fastest ways to lose muscle. When muscles aren't used, they shrink. When they shrink, they weaken. And when they weaken, your balance, stability, and independence all start to fade, often without warning. It doesn't take a dramatic fall to lose confidence in your body. Sometimes, all it takes is one small stumble in the hallway, one near miss in the shower, one uncomfortable moment trying to get out of the car. But here's the good news. You don't need a gym. You don't need to lift heavy weights. You don't need fancy machines or personal trainers. What you need is a little consistency. A few simple movements, and the belief that your body is still capable of more than it feels. In fact, a study published in Age and Aging found that seniors who performed just 2 strength training sessions per week saw up to a 40% improvement in muscle strength and mobility. That's not a theory. That's proven change just from gentle repeated effort. Let's keep it simple. Start with body weight exercises. Movements that use your own body as resistance. No equipment, no hassle. Squats, for example. Even a partial squat. Just lowering yourself gently onto a chair and standing up again activates the largest muscles in your body, your thighs, your glutes, your core. These are the muscles that help you stand tall, move with control, and stay steady when the floor isn't. Chair assisted push-ups. You don't need to get on the floor. Just stand in front of a countertop or sturdy table. Place your hands flat and lower your chest with control. These work the arms, the shoulders, and the chest, critical muscles for lifting, reaching, and holding yourself upright. Resistance band rows. If you have a light resistance band, loop it around a door handle and gently pull it toward you. This strengthens your back, the muscles that keep your spine tall and protect you from slouching and imbalance. Even 10 minutes a day, that's all it takes. Don't think of exercise as a chore. Think of it as a signal. Every time you move, you're sending your body a message. Stay strong, stay useful, stay ready. And the more often you send that message, the louder your body responds. Combine this with protein-rich foods like cottage cheese, and you create a powerful synergy. Movement stimulates the muscles. Protein rebuilds them. Without one, the other won't work nearly as well. It's like a fire, and its fuel. Exercise lights the match. Protein keeps it burning. And the result? Strength that stays with you, not just in the moment, but day after day, week after week. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to go hard. You just need to show up gently and consistently. Now, before we move forward, there's one more truth you absolutely need to understand. One that most people forget when trying to get stronger. And yet it may be the most important of all, because muscles don't grow during exercise. They grow after. Let's talk about recovery. You've probably heard the phrase, no pain, no gain. But when you're over 60, that kind of thinking can be dangerous, because here's the truth. Pain doesn't mean progress. Pain, especially the kind that lingers or feels sharp and sudden, often means your body is overworked, undernourished, or simply not ready. What most people don't realize is this strength isn't built during the workout. It's built after. Every time you move, whether you lift, stretch, squat, or push, you create tiny micro tears in your muscle fibers. That's normal. It's part of how muscles grow. But growth doesn't happen until those tiny tears are repaired. And that repair process only happens when your body is allowed to rest, rebuild, and recover. Recovery is not a luxury. It's the most essential part of getting stronger. And guess what fuels that recovery? Protein, but not just any protein. The kind that delivers nourishment slowly, gently over several hours, especially when you're asleep. That's what makes cottage cheese so powerful. As we mentioned earlier, it's rich in casein, a slow-digesting protein that provides your muscles with a steady stream of amino acids while you rest. It's like sending your body a care package that unwraps itself all night long. In fact, a study published in Frontiers in Nutrition found that older adults who consumed casein-rich protein before bed had significantly better overnight muscle protein synthesis. That means their muscles weren't just maintaining, they were rebuilding, growing, and getting stronger while they slept. But food alone isn't enough. Your body also needs sleep. Not just hours in bed, but quality, uninterrupted healing sleep. Aim for 7 to 8 hours every night. Not because someone told you to, but because your muscles, your brain, your immune system, all of it depends on that time to reset. Stay hydrated. Water may seem simple, but it plays a critical role in flushing waste from your muscles, transporting nutrients to where they're needed, and keeping every cell functioning properly. Even mild dehydration can increase soreness, slow down recovery, and leave you feeling more fatigued than you should be. And don't forget gentle movement. On the days you're not doing strength exercises, go for a light walk. Stretch slowly. Roll your shoulders. Circle your ankles. Sway your hips from side to side. Movement keeps blood flowing, which brings oxygen to healing tissues. It also helps you stay flexible, stable, and connected to your body. Skipping recovery doesn't just slow your progress, it can actually reverse it. Without enough rest and repair, your body starts to break down. You may feel more tired, not less. You may notice more soreness, more stiffness, more hesitation in your movements. And that hesitation can become fear, the kind that keeps you from doing the very things that make you stronger. But it doesn't have to be this way. Recovery can be simple. A scoop of cottage cheese before bed, a warm glass of water in the evening, a gentle stretch before you turn out the lights, a quiet moment in the morning to breathe deeply before the day begins. These aren't big, dramatic changes. They're small shifts, but they carry a big message. I care about my body. I'm willing to support it. I'm not rushing anymore. I'm building something that lasts. And what you're building isn't just muscle. It's resilience. It's balance. It's confidence. The quiet kind of strength that lets you move freely, live fully, and do more of what you love. Now that we've laid the foundation, protein movement, and recovery, it's time to put everything together into a simple, powerful routine. One you can follow at home. One you can start today. Coming up next, your daily action plan. You've heard the science. You understand the why, but none of it matters if it doesn't translate into daily life. So, let's keep it simple. Let's turn this into something real. Here's how to build strength day by day, without stress, without guilt, and without having to change your entire life overnight. Step 1. Eat more high-quality protein. Start with just one change. Add a half cup of low-fat cottage cheese into your day. It could be in the morning with fruit. It could be a savory afternoon snack. Or it could be your secret nighttime ritual. A quiet moment before bed when you nourish your muscles while the world goes still. That half cup contains everything your body needs to begin healing and rebuilding complete protein, slow-digesting casein and that powerful amino acid leucine to jumpstart recovery. Do this consistently, and over time, you'll feel the difference. Steadier legs, more confidence in your movements, better energy throughout the day. Step 2. Move your body with purpose just twice a week. You don't need to work out every day. In fact, you shouldn't. Strength training twice a week is enough. Choose 3 or 4 movements you can do comfortably at home. Chair squats, wall push-ups, light, resistance band, rows. Focus on large muscle groups, your thighs, your glutes, your back, your arms. These are your foundation. They help you rise from a chair, carry your groceries, catch your balance when you trip, or hold your posture during a long walk. Each session only needs to be 10 to 15 minutes. Set a timer if that helps. Put on your favorite music. Make it part of your routine, like brushing your teeth, watering your plants, or calling a friend. Something you don't overthink. You just do it, and it adds up. Step 3. Don't skip recovery. Remember, muscles don't grow when you work out. They grow when you rest. So give your body what it needs to rebuild. Prioritize 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Hydrate throughout the day, especially after exercise. Stretch gently, even if it's just 5 minutes before bed. And don't forget that scoop of protein, your quiet nighttime ally, working for you while you sleep. If you're sore the next day, that's okay. That's your body adapting. But if you're in pain, listen. Recovery isn't just about doing nothing. It's about doing the right kind of nothing. Intentional, rest, nourishment, movement, and self-respect. Step 4. Pair protein with movement. The magic happens when you combine effort with fuel. Research shows that eating protein shortly after strength training can boost muscle repair and growth by up to 40%. That's huge. So, when you finish your exercises, give your body what it needs to recover. It doesn't have to be fancy. A few spoonfuls of cottage cheese, a boiled egg, a serving of Greek yogurt. These are not just snacks. They're building blocks. You're not just feeding hunger. You're feeding function. Step 5. Stay consistent. This is the part that matters most. Because no one gets strong from one big effort. No one regains their balance or stability from one perfect week. Progress comes from tiny things done again and again. A small walk, a gentle push-up, a scoop of protein, a little better sleep. It all counts. And the more often you do these things, the more your body believes you. It hears you. It responds. That's how change happens, quietly, slowly. Then, all at once, you'll notice it one day when you get up from a chair without groaning. When you reach overhead without hesitation. When you carry a basket of laundry and realize this used to feel harder. And that's the moment you'll know your body may be older, but you are not done yet. You are rebuilding. You are regaining. You are reclaiming your strength one day at a time. Coming up next, a final thought, a quiet, powerful reminder of what this journey is really about. Picture this. It's early morning. The light spills in through your window, soft and golden. You stretch your arms, plant your feet on the ground, and rise from the bed easily without bracing yourself. You walk to the kitchen, feeling steady, calm, capable. The aches you once accepted as normal, fainter now. The effort it took to move through the day replaced by a quiet kind of ease. This didn't come from one big decision. It came from small, steady ones. From that half cup of cottage cheese before bed. From those short but honest workouts in your living room. From treating recovery as something sacred, not something optional. And slowly, without pressure, without punishment, your body responded. This is the lesson we often forget. Strength is not about pushing harder. It's about caring deeper. It's about listening to your body, feeding it well, letting it rest, and gently inviting it to do what it's still capable of doing. Muscle loss after 60 may be expected, but it is not inevitable. You now know the truth. That one simple food, often overlooked, can rebuild your muscles quietly as you sleep. That movement, even in small doses, can spark renewal. That recovery is not a break in the process. It is the process. So what comes next? You take one small step. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow morning, and then another, and then another. You do this not to impress anyone. You do it so you can lift a grandchild without worry, so you can walk to the park without fear, so you can live life on your terms, not limited by weakness, but lifted by strength. Because strength, real strength, isn't just in the body, it's in the decision to show up for yourself again and again. So here's your gentle reminder. Stay consistent. Stay curious. Stay kind to your body. And if this message spoke to you, if it helped, even in a small way, share it with someone else who needs it. Hit that like button, subscribe to Senior Fit, and come back each week for real respectful health guidance made for you. Together, one meal, one movement, one good night's sleep at a time. We stay strong. We stay independent. We stay free. We'll see you in the next video.